So do we know if Esther's coming today?
Oh, okay. Let me call her dad.
Okay.
But we can get started.
Okay. Well, welcome everybody to class, and I think Esther is here. Okay, there we go. Hi, Esther.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, thanks for coming today. So we're going to have a really fun day in class today. So we're doing something a little different, and I'll explain more later. First, let's go over the homework that we had. So last week we finished up our story about cafeterias, and we know in Taiwan we don't have cafeterias, we have caterers. And so let's just briefly or shortly go over the homework. So can I please have Ryan H? Can you please read the first paragraph that was part of the homework right here?
You are talking on the phone with your friend Matthew. Matthew is from the
United States.
United States and we wants to know what school is like in Taiwan. At Matthew's school, students eat in a cafeteria. When you tell Matthew that most schools in Taiwan don't have cafeterias, he doesn't understand.
Very good. And now Ryan C, can you please read our second paragraph?
Explain to Matthew how and where students learn at your school. If you know the following information, explain where the food is made, who makes it, and where you and your classmates eat lunch.
Very good. So great reading, both Ryans. So for your homework, you had the opportunity again to explain to someone from another country what lunch is like at your school. So Matthew eats in a cafeteria. So you get to explain to Matthew what it's like at your school and where you and your classmates eat. So why don't we start with Esther? Esther, can you please share what you would say to Matthew?
I will tell Matthew, um, our lunch is eat at class. So, you need to um, take the food to the class on the table, and you need to prepare um, the bowl or plate to take it.
Very good explanation. Very good. Thank you, Esther. And Stella, what would you say to Matthew?
My school has a big kitchen. There are a lot of cook there. At noon, we all have to go to the hallway behind the kitchen to carry meals. In my class, there will be 3 students serve all the classmates, and we eat lunch at classroom.
Very good, Stella. So at your school, it sounds a little different from the story. So at your school, they cook the food at the school. There's kitchens there.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Thank you for including that. Great job as well. And Dylan, what would you say to Matthew?
I will say we eat as classroom.
Very good. So you eat in your classroom. So Dylan, is there anything you have to bring with you to school for you to eat lunch?
Is the person makes the food at another place and take to school.
Very good. So someone makes the food, they bring it to school. Now, do you guys remember the word we learned last week, utensils? So we had the word utensils. Dylan, do you remember what utensils are?
No.
Okay, let's see. Ryan, Ryan H., do you remember what utensils are? And if not, it's okay.
I forgot.
Okay, so let's go over this real quick. I'll bring up the slideshow, the slides from last week. So it's important we know what utensils are. So we know it has to do with eating, right? So I'll share my screen real quick. So utensils, so they're whatever we use to eat with. So we talked about how in different countries or different areas, people use different utensils. So here we have chopsticks, up here we have spoons, a knife, and a fork. So utensils are whatever we use to eat our food with. And there's more than just the utensils here, too. So, Dylan, do you bring your own utensils to school for lunch? Or are there utensils already there at school?
I bring my utensil to school.
Very good. So you bring your own. And we also learned in the story that at some schools, if the students forgot their own utensils, then there are disposable utensils. So that means utensils that can be thrown away. Okay, thank you so much, Dylan. And Ryan C., what would you say to Matthew?
My school buy outside food, and we eat lunch at my classroom.
Very good. So short and simple. I like it. So you eat right there in the classroom, no cafeteria. And last, Ryan H., what would you say to Matthew?
In our school, we have a cook to cook our lunch and take to school, and we need to take it to table, and we need bring on on board to take food.
Very good. A lot of details. Thank you. So I think you guys all did a really great job at explaining to our friend Matthew how you and your classmates eat lunch at school. So great job doing that. And if you ever meet new friends that live in different countries, now you're ready to explain to them what lunch is like at your school in Taiwan. So, like I said, we're going to be doing something different today. So, today is my last day teaching this class with you guys. So, I'm a little sad. I'm going to miss you all so much. But I thought it would be a good idea for us to play a little game today instead of doing our regular lesson. So, I hope you guys like it. I'm going to share my screen. And this is my first time doing this, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so this game is called Jeopardy. So can you unmute and repeat after me? Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Very good. So Jeopardy is a really popular American TV show. So it's a game show. People go on TV and play this game where they have to answer all these really hard questions. But our Jeopardy is not going to be hard like that. It's going to be a lot simpler. So here's how we play the game. We're going to have two teams. So let me see how many of us there are. Okay, so there's 5 of us, so it'll be uneven, but that's okay. So 2 teams, and we have these different categories. So each category has different questions. Now for our first 2 and our last one, the easiest question is the 100. And the hardest question is going to be the one at the bottom, 500. So these are points. So if you get the question right, your team will get points. So this is just for fun. It's okay if we get them wrong. But that's what these numbers are here, the points for the questions. So I will say, team 1, it's your time to go. And you will pick which category you want. And then you will say which points you want. And then we will look at the question and you'll try to answer it. So our first category, I'm going to explain which each category has. So Ryan C., can you read what the name of our first category is?
No, cafeteria is no problem.
Very good. So that's our story we just read. So all of the questions in this category are about this story, about this lesson. Now, our next category, Dylan, can you please read the title of this category?
Bilingual.
Very good. So if you remember, that was our lesson from before this one. So all the questions here are from bilingual signs. So we'll see how much we are able to remember. Now, Esther, can you please read the title of this category?
Our class.
Very good. So all of these questions are just where you get to share what you think. So they're questions about the class. What did you find hard? What was easy? What did you like about the class? So there's no right or wrong answer with these ones. And Ryan H., can you please read the title of this category?
Ask for or tell the teacher.
Very good. So this one, just like our class, there's no right or wrong. So if you pick any of these, you get the opportunity to ask me any question or tell me anything you want. So maybe what you thought about the class or anything you want. So this is your opportunity to ask or tell me something. And our last category, Stella, can you please read the title for this one?
Go find it.
Very good. So in this category, there's different objects or things that we learned about from past stories. And you will have to find that object in your house and bring it back to show us. So I think Ryan may have been here when we did that one, Ryan H., a long time ago. We did a scavenger hunt where you had to find the objects from the story. So in this category, again, there's objects from different stories that we've read in the past. So I know that was a lot of directions. So really quickly, I'll just let Luke jump in and make sure you guys understand how to play.
Okay. So Ryan, Ija, and Stella, you will be team 1, okay? Dylan, Ryan, and Esther, you will be team 2.我们这个是这个猜谜游戏啊。等一下你们可以选一个 category， 然后每一个都有一个 points。100 points 是最 easiest 最简单的。那如果你选那个500，那是最难 most difficult。然后打开会有一个问题，那如果你答对了，你们那一队就可以加分，这是好玩而已，嘿。所以到时候你们就轮到你们就去选那个 category， 然后选那个 points， 然后知道哈 ？OK。
Awesome, thank you. So is it Ryan H or Ryan C on team 1?
Ryan H.
Ryan H. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. So our first thing we get to do is pick our team names. Our team names. So team 1 is Ryan and Stella. And Stella, I'll let you pick the name of your team. So you could pick an animal or a food. It could be anything you want. What do you think you want your team name to be?
"取一个队名，你可以用那个你家的 pet。
Hamster.
Okay, so Team Hamster is Ryan H and Stella. And Ryan H, hopefully you like hamsters too. And so for Team 2, that's Dylan, Ryan C, and Esther. And Esther, I'll let you pick your team name. So sorry, boys, I'm letting the girls pick the names. So Esther, what do you want your team name to be? You could do an animal like Stella. Anything you want.
Eagle.
Eagle, ooh. Team Eagle. Okay, and I'll make it plural because there's more than one. So we have Team Hamsters, Ryan H and Stella, and Team Eagles, Dylan, Ryan C, and Esther. I like these names you picked. Okay, so for our first one, we'll start with Team Hamsters. And so Ryan H, please pick which category you want and how many points. So 100, 200. So what do you want to pick, Ryan H?
No, cafeteria is no problem.
Okay, so our first category, and how many points? 100?
100.
100, okay. So no cafeteria is no problem for 100. Let's see. What do caterers do? So you get to answer the question, Ryan.
They are cook food for students to eat.
Very good. Awesome. So caterers cook or serve food, and your answer was perfect. So Team Hamsters gets 100 points. Very good. So we're going to move to Team 2. So Dylan, what category do you want to pick?
Bilingual son.
Okay, bilingual signs. And how many points?
100.
100. What does, and I messed up here. What does it mean to be bilingual? So what does it mean to be bilingual?
It means you can speak two and more two languages.
Very good. Bilingual means being able to speak 2 languages. So Team Eagles gets 100 points. Awesome. You guys got the hang of this game. So back to Team Hamsters. So Stella, please pick a category.
Ask or tell the teacher 100.
Okay. So what would you like to ask or tell the teacher?
The class is very great and I like it very much.
Aw, thank you. That makes me feel so happy. I'm glad you like it. I enjoy this class as well. So definitely you get points for that one. Okay, thank you so much, Stella. And Team Eagles, Ryan C. What category?
Our class 100.
Okay, so let's see what we have. What was your favorite story that we read? And I know you were only here for a couple stories, so I'll let you pick which one you like the most. So I think you were here for bilingual signs and no cafeteria is no problem.
No cafeteria, no problem.
You like that one more? Okay. So thank you. And you get all your points for that one. Okay, so we're tied 200 and 200. So back to Team Hamsters, Ryan H. What category would you like to pick?
Our class 200.
Ooh, very good. So now we're doing 200. So we have 2 questions for this one. What was difficult for you in this class, and what was easy? So I'll let you think about it.
I think difficult is uh do homework because we need to do it by ourselves.
Mm,
And I think read the uh, uh, I think read is easy.
reading, okay. So the homework was difficult because you had to do it on your own, but the reading was easy. Okay, great answer. I'm glad to know what you thought about that. So an extra 200 points. So Team Hamsters at 400. So let's see what Team Eagles will do. So Esther, it's your turn. Please pick a category.
Ask or tell the teachers wrong.
Okay. So what would you like to ask or tell the teacher?
What's the difficult things when you teach us?
That's a good question. Let me think. I have to think about it now. I would say that because my job is to help you learn, the most difficult thing is making sure that I do my job well. and making sure that I teach in a way that helps you guys learn. So, because that's what I want. I want you guys to learn and to have fun in class and not feel afraid or scared to make mistakes. So I'd say that might be the most difficult thing. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, that was a good question. I had to think about that one. So we're tied again, 400 and 400. So back to Team Hamsters. And, ooh, I think it's Ryan. No, Stella. We're on Stella now. So Stella, what category would you like to pick?
No, cafeteria is no problem. 200.
Okay. What is a cafeteria?
It's a place you can get food by yourself.
Very good. So a cafeteria, you get food and specifically a room where people eat their meals. But I'm going to give you that one. So very good, Stella. So you're at 600, Team Hamsters. And so back to Team Eagles. And Dylan, it's your turn again. So what category do you pick?
Our class 300.
Okay. What did you enjoy the most in this class? Writing, reading, or speaking English? And as you can tell, I made many mistakes, so that is not how you spell English. But what did you like the most? Writing, reading, or speaking?
I think reading.
Reading? That's my favorite part, too. Definitely not the writing, as you can tell. So great job, Dylan. And hopefully we won't have any more mistakes in here. Okay, so back to Team Hamsters. And Ryan, please pick a category.
Go find it. 100.
Okay, so you're the first one to pick it. So let's see. Tissue. So this was from our story, Jason Wipes His Nose. So now, Ryan, do you remember what a tissue is?
I forgot.
That's okay. So a tissue is what you use to wipe or blow your nose. So any toilet paper or a tissue, it comes out of a box. So I couldn't include pictures in this, unfortunately. So we want to make sure we know what tissue is. So tissue, remember? So now you have to go find it. So go find tissue. Then you have to come back and show us. So we'll wait for Ryan to find some tissue. And this was a story that we had a while ago. So it's good to have a reminder. Let's see, Ryan. There we go. There's our tissue. Very good. So a tissue is used to wipe your nose. Perfect. You get your points for that one. So this category does have words from old lessons. So hopefully, well, we can always look up pictures if we need help. Okay, so now Ryan C. Ryan C., can you please pick a category?
Our class 400.
Okay, our class 400. How do you want to use the English you have learned?
I want to traveling.
Very good, great answer. So do you know where you want to travel to?
America.
America. Awesome. So you'll definitely be able to use your English. Awesome. Great answer. And you get your points for that. And okay, so next to Team Hamsters. So Team Eagles is a little ahead, but that's okay. Team Hamsters can still catch up. So now we're back to Stella. So Stella, what category would you like to pick?
Our class 500.
Ooh, Stella wants the 500. I like it. So Stella, will you keep learning English?
Yes,
And why?
because if I keep learning English, I can know more English words and how to talk to the people.
Very good. Great answer. And I hope all of you continue to learn English. You guys are already so good. Your English is all very good, so I hope you all keep learning. Okay, back to Team Eagles. And now Team Hamsters is a little bit ahead. So Team Eagles, Esther, it's your turn. What category would you like to pick?
Go find in 200.
Okay, let's see. Utensils. So we just talked about what utensils are. Do you remember what they are, Esther?
Like spoon or fork.
Yeah, very good. So it's anything that you use to eat food with too. So can you go find utensils, Esther? Okay, so Esther's going to go find some utensils. There we go. So there we have our fork. So Team Eagles gets the points for that one. Very good, Esther. And your team is now in the lead again with 1,300 points. Okay, so back to Team Hamsters. Ryan H. What category?
No cafeteria is no problem. 300.
Okay. So in our story that we read, where is the food prepared?
The food is prepared by the caterers. They have a kitchen to cook
Mhm.
it.
Sorry, very good, perfect. So the food is prepared in the caterer's own kitchens. And you got that right. Very good. And back to Team Eagles. Dylan, can you please pick a category?
Bilingual Science 200.
Okay. What do some schools do to help students become bilingual?
They put the English sentence on the step.
Very good. So they make the signs in English and Chinese, and you specifically brought out how they put them on the steps. And that was in our story. So very good. So Team Eagles gets an extra 200, and you guys are tied again. So Stella, it's your turn to pick a category.
Go find it 300.
Okay, so let's see what Stella has to go find. A jacket. And that was from Preparing for School which was, I think, our very first lesson. So Stella, can you find a jacket?
Yes.
Okay. So let's wait for Stella, and she'll come back with a jacket. And preparing for school, yeah, that was the very first lesson that we had. So I'm not sure if, I think Ryan H might have been here for that one. Do you remember that, Ryan H?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, very good. And Stella, I see you have the jacket. Awesome. So your team gets points, and we know a jacket, we wear it when it is cold. So Team Hamsters is at 1,800 points. So back to Team Eagles, and Ryan C is our next player. So Ryan C, please pick a category.
Ask or tell the teacher 300.
Okay. So Ryan, what would you like to ask or tell the teacher?
Why you want to teach our English?
That's a good question too. So I really like English, and I like helping other people to learn English. So I love English and I love teaching. So together, being an English teacher, that combines two things that I really like doing. So that's why I want to teach English. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Awesome. Very good question. And so you guys get all your points, and you are once again tied 1,800 and 1,800. So now we're back to Team Hamsters, and Ryan H, it's your turn.
Ask or tell the teacher 500.
Whoa, 500. Okay. So what would you like to ask or tell the teacher?
What do you like to do after work?
Very good question. So this is going to sound sad, but I really like watching TV. So watching TV or movies and just spending time with my family and my friends, that's mostly what I do after work. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Awesome. Good question. I love all these questions you have. And 2,300 for Team Hamsters. So, Team Eagles, it's your turn. And Esther. So, what category would you like to pick, Esther?
Go find it 500.
Ooh, 500. So, let's see. What do you have to find? So, the word is brightly. So, you have to find something that is brightly colored. So, do you remember what that means, Esther?
Yes.
Okay, so please find something that is brightly colored. So this might be a little tricky to find. So we'll see what she comes back with. And I think if she can bring back something, then you guys will be tied again. So while we wait, Stella, how do you like this game so far? Do you like it?
Yes.
Good. I'm glad you like it. Oh, okay. Esther's back. Okay, I see. Is that a pen?
Yes, it's a brightly pen.
Yes, it is. So that's very bright orange. So very good. Perfect. Brightly colored. So there we go. So Team Eagles and Team Hamsters, you guys are tied once again. Very good. So back to Team Hamsters. And Stella, what category would you like to pick?
XR tell the teacher 400.
Okay, so our last ask or tell the teacher. What would you like to ask or tell the teacher?
If you can choose again, will you be a teacher?
Wow, these are hard questions that you guys are asking. You know what? But that one's not hard. Yes, I would. When I was little, I always wanted to be a teacher. And I had a lot of different friends who moved to other countries and taught English, and I always wanted to do that. So this is really cool that I have gotten to teach English. So yes, if I could do it again, I would definitely teach. And especially you guys, because you guys have been awesome students. So does that answer your question?
Yes.
Awesome. Again, I love these questions. Okay, so Team Hamsters is a little bit ahead of Team Eagles. And so I think Team Eagles can bring it though. So our next is Dylan. So Dylan, what category would you like to pick?
Oh, fun.
Okay, so you're taking our last one for 400. So let's see what you have to go find. A container. A container. So this was from our last story. No cafeteria is no problem. So Dylan, do you remember what a container is?
No.
Okay, so a container is anything that holds other things. So it could be a food container, so what your family puts food in. Even like a pencil box is a container because you keep other things inside of it. So do you think you can go find a container?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see what you can find. And I know this one can be hard, so if you need help, then we can get help too. So a container can be many different things. I usually think of a food container, but it can be many different things. So while we wait for Dylan, would anybody here want to be a teacher later when they're older? What about you, Esther? Do you think you would ever want to be a teacher? Okay, I'll look at Dylan first. Dylan, very good. A pencil case. So yes, that would be a container because it contains pencils. So we'll give you points for that. And so Esther, do you think you would ever want to be a teacher?
Maybe
Maybe. What subject or topic would you teach if you were a teacher?
History.
History? That's a good one. That's really interesting. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so Dylan just went. So now we're back to Ryan H with Team Hamsters. And we're almost done. So we only have 2 categories left. So Ryan H, what category would you pick?
No cafeteria is no problem. 400.
400? Did you say 400, Ryan?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I want to make sure I clicked the right one. Okay, what does disposable mean?
Let me think.
Okay, that's okay. Give you a little bit of time to think.
It means use once, need to charge it.
Very good, perfect answer. So something that is disposable can be thrown away. And I like your answer even better because you use it once and then you throw it away. So perfect, awesome. So 3,100 points now, Team Hamsters. So let's go back to Team Eagles. And Ryan C, can you please pick a category?
Bilingual size 300.
Okay. So in the story we read, why are the signs brightly colored? Why are they brightly colored?
Can make people to see.
Very good, perfect. So same as this answer, to catch your eye. So they're easier to see because they're so bright. Great answer. So you're at 3,000 now. And back to Team Hamsters. Stella, which category?
Oh, cafeteria is no problem.
So Stella's taking our last 500 for no cafeteria. And I don't know why this is so small, but the question is, what is a volunteer? What is a volunteer?
It's people they help and other people by themselves.
Very good.
And,
So I'll, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and he want to help them. Not with money.
Perfect answer. Sorry for interrupting you. Yeah, perfect. So a volunteer is someone who works without being paid. And your answer is even better than what I put because a volunteer helps people, right? So great answer, Stella. So you're at 3,600 points and Team Eagles is at 3,000. So you guys are still pretty close to each other. So we only have 2 more left. So so the only category left is bilingual signs. So Esther, how many points would you like to try to get for your team? 400 or 500?
500.
500. Yeah, let's go for a lot of points. What is an adage? What is an adage?
Let me think a moment.
Okay, I know this one's a little harder, so I'll let you think about it.
Is it some people they said helpful setting to another people.
Very good. Yes, that's the right answer. So the exact definition is that it's a wise old saying that people use to give advice about life. And I could tell from your answer that's what you meant, right? Something that another person says to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, very good, Esther. I know that one is hard to explain, even for me. So very good. So you got your team those 500 points. And now we have one more left. And Ryan H gets to answer it. True or false? An exit is the door where you can go into a building.
False.
Very good. So what is an exit?
An exit is the door where you can go out a building.
Very good. So it's where you leave the building. And so you get your points for that. And that was all. We're all done. So Team Hamsters. So Ryan H and Stella, you guys are the winners with 4,000 points. So good job. But Team Eagles, Dylan, Ryan C, and Esther, you guys did very good as well with 3,500 points. So I don't think any of you got the answer wrong. So you all did very good, even though I had a few mistakes. So I hope you liked this game. Like I said, I just wanted to have something fun for my last class with you all. So I guess we could take a few minutes. Do you have anything else you want to say or any questions? What about you, Esther? Anything you want to say or any questions?
No.
Okay. And Stella?
No.
Okay. Anybody else? What about you, Ryan H?
No.
That's okay. What about Ryan C? Do you have anything else you want to say or any questions?
No, I have no question.
Very good. Thanks for using a complete sentence. Awesome. And Dylan, any questions or anything you want to say?
No, I haven't had no question.
Very good. Okay, so I just want to say, since it's our last one, it has been awesome teaching all of you. I know, like Ryan, you've been here for the longest, I think, and Barry too, so I wish he was here. And Stella has been here for a while, and Dylan, Ryan C, and Esther, you guys haven't been here for as long, but you've all been very, very good students. So thank you for always being ready to answer. I know it can be hard learning a new language, and it can be scary and you can be shy. So thank you for speaking up even if you were scared. So remember, whenever you're learning something new, it's okay to make mistakes. That's how you learn. So I hope you guys enjoy your new teacher and keep learning. So never stop. And I hope you've enjoyed this class because I really enjoyed teaching you guys. So thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. You are such a great teacher, and I hope you will be able to teach our students next year when you are when you have more free time. And I just want to say that even sometimes they struggled, but they learn something new.
Yeah.
So I'm also amazed to see how Ryan remembers the words that you taught such a long time ago. Yeah. So little by little it will come and they will feel more comfortable speaking about speaking English. And yes, so these students have been studying English with my cultural connect for a long time. And so they were elementary students, but now they are junior high students. I'm sure if they continue in a couple of years, their spoken English may be better than you expect next time when you teach them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys are already your English is very good. So
And I
yeah,
want to say thank you for always asking them to answer questions in a complete sentence because that's what 90% of Taiwanese students do. When you ask them a question, they say yes, no, or like the keyword. And it's a good idea to say, like, you can answer this way, and then you can try it. And then they may struggle at first, but they get used to it. So it's really good to see them answer your questions in a complete sentence that shows how much progress they have made. So thank you.
definitely.
Yeah. So let me explain to them in Mandarin
Yeah.
very quick. 所以老师再来，他有很多事情要忙啊，所以下礼拜我们会一个新的老师，然后我会介绍他跟大家认识，那应该这是 Ryan 跟 Stella 学比较久，其他的就比较没有跟Xiahna 学。那但是我们跟他学很久了，所以我们很感谢他。所以我们等一下打开麦克风说谢谢 Xiahna 老师 ，OK。All right, please unmute your microphone and let's say thank you. Okay, thank you, Xiahna.
Thank
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 you.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
teacher
you.
Xiahna.
Yeah, we hope to see you again soon.
I hope so too. Thank you guys.
All right, you have a great night.
You too.
Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye everybody. I'll miss you
Bye.
guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.